Alright, so like I said a couple days ago, time to talk about the new info for Dissidia Final Fantasy. So, first off, some of the stuff that was stated and shown off between the last time I did a video for this and now. First off, to no surprise at all, the new character that they revealed that's going to be in the game is Noctis. So, like I just said, I'm not surprised by this because of the new game that's coming out. And honestly, it's great that they're not only adding in every of the main character games, but also a character from one of the main games that hasn't come out completely yet. Technically, he's sorta out already because of the 15 demo being very loosely stated. But yeah, that's really nice. So they had a bit of gameplay with Cloud, and part of the video they showed off the menu screens leading up to the fights. And this time around, it's a lot better looking. It's not as cluttered. You'd have to go through, well, at least from the demo perspective or the beta perspective, you don't have to go through multiple menu screens. As far as choosing the fighters, they all are in crystals, which is a nice touch. Very nice. So as far as how that shows off when they actually have all the fighters in, that's going to be a big screen of fighters. Another thing they showed off was when you choose a fighter, they have, I want to say, up to 4 different attack setups that you can have with different hit point attacks and bravery point attacks. Of course, you get only 1 HP attack, I believe, and 3 different. It was either 1 or 2 HP attacks, and 2 or 3 bravery point attacks. But it's not set up to just one set of attacks now, which is really good. And then when they got into the fight, they showed off that you could have more than one of the same fighter on one team. In this case, they showed off one side with 2 Cloud Strifes and the other side having 1 Cloud Strife. So that's interesting, I guess. They also showed off kind of how big the battlefields are going to be. And considering it's going to be on arcade and the PlayStation 4, they can have massively bigger battlefields for this game compared to how they were on the PlayStation Portable. Of course, they were kind of high, but like I said, they're way bigger from what I could kind of tell for this new game. And now for the stuff from what was just shown off this morning, or at, let's see, 8 o'clock Japan time, which is, they kind of showed off the summons. They happen in the battlefield themselves, as you have a summoning field show up, and they come out of it, I believe. And they still look great, as they did the first time they showed them off. And they showed off 2 characters that they didn't do before. The first one is Bart's. Now, Bart's in this new game kind of works a little bit better than how he did in the 2 on the PlayStation Portable, where during the fight itself, he does get job level ups, but they don't stay very long. his HP. He does. I wanna say he does a taunt. I want to say there's taunts in this game because part of the video that they showed off, he pulled a few chocobo feathers out of the air and nothing happened. And then another one was, I want to say they gave him Gill Toss, which I don't know if that was ever part of Final Fantasy V or not. But if it was, then look, Gill Toss. In the battlefield that they showed Bart in, there was a crystal, and they did absolutely nothing with it. So I have no idea what to expect out of that. Yeah. I have a feeling that has something to do with the bravery points. Yeah. No, not the bravery points. I have no idea what it's going to be for. But anyways, this is just speculation, but considering it's also on arcade, is there even a chance for a story mode? Now, I know in Street Fighter there's kind of a story mode, but not like what they did for Dissidia, because they haven't shown any of it yet. So that's going to be something that's hopefully going to be shown off later on this year. If not, then oh well. Another character they brought back was Squall, and they showed off some of what he can do. And one of the biggest inclusions they did for Squall was they put in his draw ability, which is something that they had in Final Fantasy VIII, which I want to say is kind of a game breaker in a way. But in this game, you can only draw it out of your opponent. As far as what they can do with the drawn ability from your opponent, I have no idea. I don't understand Japanese, so as far as what's spoken, and mostly of what actually is written, but whatever. One thing I did notice while watching the video is that there's a completely new remix for the Final Fantasy theme, which was something that they had in the first game. That's been in all of them. And just something to throw out. I honestly want to say I'm just hearing things, but for some odd reason, I heard them say GameStop like 3 times towards the end of it. It's like, what? Oh, and one more thing before I end it off is in the little chat during the little bit that I was here to watch it initially when it was live, someone mentioned that they had stated something about them adding Kingdom Hearts characters. Now, there is one big problem with that, and that is Disney. Now, Dissidia was actually supposed to be a side game for Kingdom Hearts, but Disney said no, they didn't want their characters in a fighting game. So, is this true or not? If it is it just characters like Sora, the organization, Xehanort, Old Man Xehanort, Vanitas? Is it just the ones that Square made for the games? Or did Disney decide to let their characters go into Final Fantasy finally? Well, the Dissidia finally. Who knows? Wow, that actually took a lot of time. But anyways, quite interesting. I wish they showed off more, but oh well. Anyways, next time when they actually do another live stream or just throw out some random video or state something that equals up to at least 5 minutes worth of me talking, I'll do another video for this. But thank you for joining me today, and goodbye.